It's so articulate and it's so detailed, the choreography. The expressions are almost sort of counter to anatomy. They almost work in the opposite direction to anatomy. So making sure that costumes for the dancers can allow for the sort of total 360 of that and the energy of that is really important. I would say that the working process with Wayne is unique. By the time he's meeting with me, he's already got this enormous sort of library which is related somehow to the work. Equally though, there are always reference points to the work that he's already made. So it's within this sort of huge landscape of possibility, but within that he's very clear about where he wants to take it. But the actuality of that is something we arrive at through a lot of talking. And then eventually images will come in. We'll both look for images and we'll bring them into the conversation. We're thinking about it in terms of generations. So the reason why we called it Jocasta's Line is because we want to see it as a kind of serial DNA set of actions. And that means that the beginning of the Oedipus section needs to feel very rooted in that sort of almost Samuel Beckett era of fragmented modernism and challenges to the durability of the human body, I suppose. And then you work through that sort of terrible crisis in Oedipus, and then you go through into the possibility of something different in the Antigone section, where it's much more human and you feel like the bodies are struggling to re-emerge as bodies, whereas in the first half it's very sculptural approach to bodies. What's interesting about this project is that it's not just singers, it's not just dancers. There's something brilliantly sort of dialectic and counterpoint about having both of those disciplines on stage, and so there's a brilliant kind of resonance between the two things. So you can sort of work with a singer's body in relationship to a dancer's body. And there's something very releasing about that. It means that each version of the body's activity becomes more itself because it's got the other thing on stage with it.